Hey, Roger Martin here from Billings, Montana. We're talking about a business mindset that entrepreneurs have to be successful. Comparing all these things to a real life business and real life business owner mindset. This is part 5 of the training series. This is a hour and 10-minute video. But it needs to be broken down. You need to understand what's going on here and why.
And if we have no money, that's not so much of a sign of what our GV could make us 10, 20, 30 grand a month. Could that be more of a sign of what you have been doing in the past?
This is harsh, but it's accurate. And it's hard to swallow, but you have to face up to the truth and change your mindset and your actions in the mentorship and what you're doing. This will eliminate a lot of people that are really tire kickers and those that know that they have to come up and do more, become more, and work smarter as well as harder.
To be able to replace them, right? How come I have to pay for my cell phone? How come I have to? So when you're in business, who pays for the hosting of your website? Who would pay for the customer support that is answering the emails for you and your team?
Of course, business does that. Let's move on. There are the costs of the business packages.
If we did the production on our own site, we do get paid. Does everybody see that? So do I get paid as a free customer? Absolutely. It's just not from my customers' referrals. It's off of just my site, okay, and people using it. As a preferred customer, my check would have been $1,000 for the same amount of work. So was that smarter for me to try to do what I could to become a preferred customer? As a premier would be $3,000, coordinator $9,000. You guys.
The more you put into this, the more you're going to get paid back. That's the way business is. These people have a bigger amount of financial money to put into this. We're looking at $0, $30, $500 plus 30 a month. We're looking at $3,500. That's the difference. But look at what you're getting back. Let's look again at what we're getting back. This is why you've got $0 here, $30 here, $500 and $3,500.
But people are used to that one, aren't they? Now, if I gathered 1,000 entrepreneurs together, they would be used to that too, wouldn't they? So if you're trying to become one because the job market hasn't been rewarding you what you're worth, then do you have to act like one and do what they do? And does that mean investing typically at the front end? Now, if you're not ready to really do this, let's say Nicole or somebody like Alex is so new, would they maybe not want to invest anything because they're afraid to lose the money? And so my answer would be, don't invest anything. Okay? Is that why we have the free option? And can you work your way up from there? But if you end up being somebody that knows you want to do this, that you need to do this, then would it be just normal, good coaching to tell you to do whatever you can to jump in at the highest level possible? Because if this is your place to make money, you do not want to be going slow, do you? Like if you're supposed to be leading by example and you're like, well, I'm going to go really, really slow, that's not the example you'd want to set for everybody that would come into your team, so forth, would it? Okay? So you just got to be able to look at it like, kind of some common sense with that in terms of these different packages that we have, which we'll talk about in a little bit. Our comp plan is just amazing, pays out more money than any comp plan I've ever seen in my entire life. This bottom part here is based on BVs, which is called business volume. Everything we do has business volume. A premier website package, guess what? It has business volume. An entrepreneur package has business volume. Everything in Next Level Leadership has business volume. Everything, all the products, besides free, has business volume. Okay. Every store in the mall has business volume. So as we use all these things, this is a free of customers of yours doing 20,000 in BVs. Our check will be $0 as a free customer, but good news is we got promoted by production. So are we excited that we worked our way up? And if we did the production on our own site, we do get paid. Does everybody see that? So do I get paid as a free customer? Absolutely. It's just not from my customers' referrals. It's off of just my site, okay, and people using it. As a preferred customer, my check would have been $1,000 for the same amount of work. So was that smarter for me to try to do what I could to become a preferred customer?
Now, it's $1,000 because it's off of all these other sites that have joined up, and that's why it's $1,000. This is only on your site when it's free, and you can't hardly make anything. So you should come in at least at the $30 level or the $500 level, at least, if you're business minded at all.
As a premier would be $3,000, coordinator $9,000. You guys see the jump here. This is a
notice that this $9,000 guy, he's got, I think, 4, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken. I think he's got 4 of these $3,500 guys working under him and their groups. Well, $3,500 times 4, we round it off, that's 12 grand. And all their volume of their group. So if you qualify for that, yeah, you're going to be making 9,000 back. But we're talking people that are serious leaders and team builders too, not just tire kickers. That's why they offer these different packages, because you want to go after leaders and team builders, go-getters. That's who you want to go after.
Big jump, isn't it, from preferred customer to premier? And your expert's not going to mind if you go slow, because guess where these checks roll up to if you're not qualified for them?
So as always, these groups, these leaders that have money, that put money into it, they're go-getters, they're well-to-do. They've got, that guy beginning at $0, he's not going to roll up to big money, but the people that have put big money in it, those checks are going to roll up to them. So money makes money. That's just the sad fact of the way things really work in business. But it's absolutely true. Again, this is Roger Martin, and I'm going to nickname this Training 5, where the big money is. And go from there. Again, this is Roger Martin from Billings, Montana. Think about what has just been said here in the last couple minutes. There are ways to get the 5 grand to come in at 3,500, but you better have the 5 grand mindset, because you're going to have to go after 5 grand mindset or better people to make the money. If you don't, you won't make the money. It's just the way it is. Again, Roger Martin here from Billings, Montana. This is where the big money is at. It's bringing in big money people, team leaders, team builders, people that have been owners of groups and leaders in those groups and have made money with those groups. And they see that this money is better than what they've made in the past. So they come in here and pull those groups over and make big money with it.